Hello and welcome to the fourth and final video of this four-part video series for stroke education. Today we'll be going over the benefits of stretching and exercising and walk through a home exercise program for your lower body. Studies have found that routine participation in home exercise programs has positive health outcomes for CVA survivors as they help improve range of motion, prep the body for movement, and promote neural pathway regrowth. We will start out with stretches and exercises for the hip. This exercise primarily focuses on hip flexion and can be completed in a seated or standing position. Starting in a seated position, raise your knees straight up towards the ceiling and hold for 5 seconds and then slowly lower your leg. If you decide to do this exercise in standing, be sure to stand close to a table, chair, or other sturdy piece of furniture to provide extra support. This exercise should be done 2 times a day, 3 sets of 15.
I'm now going to be demonstrating the march in place stretch for hip flexion. Starting out in a seated position with your legs bent at 90, you're going to take one of your legs and slowly raise it up towards the ceiling and hold it for 5 seconds. Then repeat on the other side. To do this in standing, it's similar, though you may want to grab something for support. It looks like this, promoting that hip flexion. Do these twice a day, 3 sets of 15.
For hip extension, you can perform these exercises either lying down on your stomach or in standing. While in standing, slowly raise your leg as far back as you can, holding the motion for 5 seconds, then slowly bringing your leg back down. If you decide to do this exercise lying down, make sure you place your arms above your head. Slowly raise your leg up and hold it in place for 5 seconds, then slowly lower your leg back down. This exercise should be performed twice a day, doing 3 sets of 15.
I'm now going to be demonstrating the reverse leg raises for hip extension. I'm only going to do this in standing, however, you can do it lying down and it looks the same. To start out, you're going to find something around you to provide support just in case. When you're ready, go ahead and start to raise your leg back up as high as you can, hold for 5 seconds, then bring your leg back down, promoting that hip extension. Do these 2 times a day, 3 sets of 15.
Another exercise that promotes hip flexion and extension are squats and half squats. For a regular squat, you may use a countertop, table, or any other object around you to help stabilize you during the exercise. Start with your knees shoulder-width apart, then bend your knees, and as you bend, lower your body towards the ground, bending your knees at 90 degrees. Go down as far as you can, then slowly come back up into standing. For a half squat, the setup is the same as a regular squat. However, when you go down, you do not go down as far. Stop halfway, then slowly come back up. Do these twice a day, 3 sets of 15, or until you're fatigued.
I'm going to be going over how to do a squat and a half squat for hip flexion and extension. So starting out with a regular squat, you're going to want to stand shoulder width apart. Once you're ready, you're going to slowly lower your body down towards the ground, ensuring that your knees are bent at 90 or as low as you can go. And come back up. For a half squat, the setup is the same, shoulder width apart, but this time you're only going to go down halfway, or 40 to 45 degrees. And come back up. Do these twice a day, 3 sets of 15, or until you're tired.
A good way to promote hip adduction and abduction is through lateral leg raises. You can do this performing laying down on your back or in standing. To perform this exercise lying down, lie on your back with your arms and legs flat. Starting with your affected side, bring your leg out to the side as far as you can or until you feel a stretch. Hold the stretch for 10 seconds, then slowly bring your leg back to the middle. To perform this exercise in standing, stand facing the back of a chair or facing a countertop or tabletop. Raise your affected leg as high as you can or until you feel a stretch. Hold the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax and repeat on the other side. Do this exercise 2 times a day, 20 reps on each leg, holding the stretch for 10 seconds.
I'm now going to be going over the lateral leg raises for hip abduction and adduction. So to start off, you're going to start in a standing position. It's a good idea to have a counter or a tabletop nearby just in case you lose your balance. When you're ready, you're going to take your leg and bring it out towards the side as far as you can. Hold for 10 seconds, then bring your leg back in. Holding for 10 and bringing back in. Do these 2 times a day, 20 reps on each leg.
Moving on to hip internal and external rotation, there are 2 exercises that you can try: knee rolls and internal and external swings. For knee rolls, start off lying on your back with your knees slightly bent. Then, simultaneously roll your legs toward the right side or as far as you can until you feel a stretch. Hold the stretch for 30 seconds. Then slowly bring your legs back to the middle and repeat the stretch on the left side, again holding for 30 seconds. For internal and external swings, start off seated in a chair with legs bent at 90 degrees. Take your leg and bring it out to the side. Be sure that your kneecap is pointed inward. Then, bring your leg inward like you're going to kick a soccer ball. Be sure that your kneecap is now pointing outward. Do these 2 times a day, 20 reps in each direction.
I'm now going to be going over the internal and external swings for hip internal and external rotation. So to start out, you're going to be in a seated position. Once you're ready, you're going to take your leg and you're going to swing it inward and out. In and out. Do these twice a day, 20 reps on each leg.
A good exercise to promote knee flexion and extension are heel slides. These are performed lying down on your back with your legs and arms flat. Starting with your affected side, slide your heel up towards your bottom, then slide your heel back to a straight position. Do these 2 times a day with 20 reps.
For heel slides, you're going to start by lying on your back with your legs flat on the floor. Once you're in position with your weaker side, slowly slide your heel across the floor up towards your bottom. Then slide it back down. You want to do these 2 times a day, 3 sets of 15, or until you're tired.
Another exercise you can do for knee flexion and extension are called kickouts. This exercise can be completed either lying down on your back or seated. To perform this exercise lying down, first place a pillow or rolled towel under the back of your thighs to elevate your body slightly. Start by raising your leg up until it's straight and hold for 5 seconds, then slowly relax your leg and repeat. To perform this in a seated position, kick your leg straight out and hold it for 5 seconds, then relax your leg and repeat. Do these 2 times a day, 20 reps, holding each position for 5 seconds. Leg weights may be added to increase the exercise's difficulty.
For knee flexion and extension, you can do a kick out. Starting in a seated position, you're going to start with your leg and you're going to kick it straight out, holding for 5 to 10 seconds, then bring it slowly back in. Repeat on the other side, holding for 5 to 10 seconds, then bring it back in. Do these twice a day, 20 reps on each leg.
Moving on to ankle stretches and exercises. Calf stretching and heel raises are 2 exercises that you can do to promote ankle mobility and stretch your calf muscles. For calf stretches, start off by standing or sitting in a chair facing a wall. Start by bringing your toes up towards the ceiling and place your foot on the wall. Lean forward until you feel a stretch through your foot and calf and hold for 15 seconds. Then lean back and relax your foot. For heel raises, start with your feet on the floor. You may want to hold on to a chair or countertop for stability. Slowly lift your heel off the floor, raising onto your toes. Then slowly lower your heels back to the floor. Do these 2 times a day, 20 reps or until fatigued, holding the stretch for 15 seconds.
I'm now going to be demonstrating heel raises and calf stretching. So to start out, we're going to do calf stretching. Find any wall in your home, and when you're ready, you're going to lift your toes up and place them on the wall. Then slowly lean forward, and you should start to feel a stretch in the back of your calf and maybe in your foot. Hold this for 15 seconds or as long as you can tolerate, then lean back and relax. Repeat this on the other side. Then relax. For heel raises, you're going to want to have something sturdy in front of you to help you keep your balance. You're going to start by raising up onto your toes, holding, then slowly lowering yourself back down. The key is slow motions. You can do these simultaneously, or you can do it on one leg and then switch to the other. Do these twice a day, 20 reps.
Another good ankle stretch is ankle circles and ankle pumps. These two stretches can be done in any position, whether standing, seated, or laying down. For ankle circles, you're going to start out by bringing your foot into a neutral position, which is where your toes are pointed straight up towards the ceiling. Then slowly rotate your ankle in a circular motion. Do 20 rotations clockwise and 20 rotations counterclockwise. For ankle pumps, bring your foot into that same neutral position, then slowly point your foot towards the ground like you're going to press on the gas pedal in your car. Then slowly bring your foot back up towards you as far as you can. Hold each position for 5 to 10 seconds. Do these twice a day, 20 reps for each motion, holding the stretch for 10 seconds.
I'm now going to be demonstrating 2 ankle stretches. The first is ankle circles. To start out, you're going to bring your toes up towards the ceiling, and when you're ready, slowly rotate your foot into a circular motion. Do 20 of these clockwise and 20 of these counterclockwise. The second is ankle pumps. Again, you're going to bring your foot into that neutral position with your toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to slowly bring your foot down towards the floor like you're stepping on a gas pedal, pointing your toes. Then bring your toes back up towards you. Hold each position for 5 to 10 seconds or until you can feel a good stretch. Do this twice a day, 20 reps for each motion, holding the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds.
A good exercise to promote weight bearing through your lower extremity is hip bridges. These can be performed lying down on your back with your arms down at your side and your legs slightly bent at the knees. Push through your legs and raise your hips up towards the ceiling and hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Then slowly come back down and repeat. Do these 2 times a day, 20 reps, or until fatigued.
You're going to start out lying on your back with your hands by your side and your knees slightly bent. When you're ready, you're going to push your hips up towards the ceiling and push weight through your legs. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds or as long as you can tolerate, then slowly lower your hips back down. Do these twice a day, 20 reps.
I want to take this time to thank you for your support and feedback throughout this educational video series. I hope you found these videos and exercises helpful throughout your recovery and that you consider adding them to your exercise routine. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. And once again, thank you.